Hey everyone, Angelo here. Today I am doing a project review on NFDaddY's. This is going to be the future of NFT projects in my perspective, and I think this is what we need to be looking for, more practical uses and how they're going to apply it. Also, they are giving away 5 membership NFTs for those who join their Discord, and I'll put a link in the description below, and get to level 3 in talking on their Discord. If you can do those two things, reach out to them, tell them that you saw this YouTube video, or if you're listening on the podcast, let them know. And you'll get your membership token. So go ahead and do that. I hope you enjoyed today's. I'm telling you, this is going to be the future of NFTs in a more practical sense. Let's get started. And of course, the disclaimer. All opinions and information presented in this video are based on my research and standards I personally have set for the projects. This does not mean the project is good or bad, or that it will fail or succeed. I'm usually not compensated or sponsored by the projects I review. If I am sponsored or compensated, I'll let you know. Note that investing, trading, or participating in NFTs are speculative in nature, and you should not use this video, blog, or podcast, past, current, or future episodes as financial advice. Also note that by the time you read, listen, or hear this information about the project or my opinions, they may have changed. To get updated information on the project, please contact the project itself, or you can reach out to me, direct message on Twitter, link in the description. Please do your own research. NFDaddY's, what's it all about?
It's all about community engagement in terms of being able, just like you were talking about, to help others in their journey and finding their why in this NFT crypto space, in the Web3 development space. Our goal is to launch 100 NFT community projects, as well as onboard 1,000 new NFT crypto friends, whether that's current friends and family, and they just wanted to get their friends and family involved, or if they're brand new, we're reaching out to our in real life friends and sharing our gift of being early in this space, and being able to have them understand on a real basic level what this can do for them in terms of the decentralization, and as well as their even current business models, how NFTs and crypto can fit inside of that as an additional piece of their verticals. I think that's something that you'll see sort of as a gateway into NFT and crypto, is applications that are very similar to what we see currently, just with cryptocurrency. And that's where I see a lot of growth happening very quickly. Is I'm jumping really far ahead, but in the way that I'm thinking about NFTs nowadays, is the NFT is your receipt for whatever the utility, whether it's a product, a service, that's your utility. So the NFT is just the receipt for that. Now, if it's a piece of artwork and you've collaborated with an artist, and I think that's what we should be doing, and they get some of the royalties as a result of it, because if your business does well, whoever created that receipt should also do well, and it becomes this really nice ecosystem, and gives us an ability to also step away from the business also, because once the community is built in that decentralization, then it sort of runs itself. And I think that's the really cool part about this space in general.
I like how you put a spin on there with the whole receipt thing, and it's very interesting, the concepts that you guys are taking. And I say guys because, well, let me ask, why NFDaddY's?
Yeah, NFDaddY's is because that's, in business, I've always said that you should double down on what you know. And the only thing that I know is about being a dad and being a guy. So I sought out those types of individuals to assist me in a way that I knew I wasn't able to do on my own. So through the NFT world, I've learned that art is very important. I've learned that I don't know how to do a Solidity smart contract, and I don't feel like learning, putting in the work to learn that. I don't think that going from a 0 to a 4 is effective when I could partner with somebody that's already into it. Um, so I knew that I needed a Web3 developer. I knew I needed a Web2 developer to stand up a website and then integrate into Web3. I knew I needed an artist as well, because as much as I like stick figures and drawings and those types of things, there's a certain knack for somebody who's been in the marketing world and knows what the quote unquote market sort of wants and desires. And
Mhm.
I was like, okay, well, I know that I need those pieces, but what's the value prop on my end? Like, what's the point of it? And really what it is it started out as I wanted to get a group of dads together and create projects together. And that has since evolved into most of our Discord are women. Most of our Discord is very much women, and we do have a lot of dads in there, but we came to find out like not everybody's a dad, or
Mm.
not everybody identifies as that. Even though that they're maybe a coach or an uncle or an aunt or somebody in that person's life that is the stable piece. And I think that's what we're after, is we just want to not reward, but create a community of those types of people that are really out to educate and help others with a really strong mental health and physical wellness focus. And
Awesome.
that's why it's daddy with a Y, because we're trying to find our why together.
Ah, okay. I see on your shirt there, the Y is a little bit stands
Yeah.
out there.
Yep.
How do people find you out there if they're interested in what you got going on?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have a website, NFDaddY's.io, as well as NFDaddY's.com. Both of those point to the same website, and through there you can get to our Twitter, you can get to our Discord. Those are the three places that we focus on the most. And
Okay.
then inside of that, you'll find a lot of links to we're introduced into the metaverse as well. So we have a parcel in crypto voxels that we hold events every single week, whether it's a movie night on Sundays, which is happening this evening at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard. We also had a New Year's party. We had a holiday party. We do all types of things inside of that metaverse parcel as a meeting space. So that's the other part of being an NF Daddy holder, is you get access to our space. So if you wanted to have an event inside of our crypto voxels, we will, just like you would at a birthday party, we'll deck it out in whatever you want us to. And that way, whenever your community comes in, they see all of your stuff. So one of the projects that we helped launch was Street Tunes from um, it was Street Tunes, and then the collection was Panda Tunes. And we completely decked out the entire place in Street Tunes. We put up all of their artwork as a gallery and had a drop party. And it was a lot of fun. And we give out wearables for those things too. So some things that you've heard about probably are like POAPs, which is a proof of attendance protocol. So proof of you attending our events is not only the POAP, but also we give you wearables to wear, so you're not running around naked inside of crypto voxels.
That would be bad.
Yeah, so not that there's anything showing, but yeah, we want you to be dressed up in some cool stuff. And our artist Marcos, he's been fantastic. And that's another thing, introduce the team. Marcos
Hmm.
is the artist. We have Stephen Nunzi, which is our Web 2, soon to be Web 3 developer. He's been doing amazing things. Durant Taylor, he is our Web 3 developer. And then we have David Ferreria. He is more of our business development. He's got his ear to the ground all the time, kind of mingling with other communities and bringing back all the best things for our community. So similar to what you're doing with reviewing projects is something that he's doing as well. And
Okay.
it's a really important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, you do get to learn a lot and pull in some of the best, and there's always new creative ideas going on out there. And
Mm-hmm.
going back to your project here, originally I thought it was helping individuals learn, which is, I know, a big part. I did not know that your mission is also to help other let's say, businesses
Yes.
understand how to incorporate and enhance their businesses with NFTs. And to me, I think that is actually going to be the future of NFTs. PFPs are cool and everything,
Sure.
but I think as we see more and more of this world develop, we're going to see more of a need for NFDaddY's. So I grab a token. I have a token. Actually, I am a token holder.
Yes.
What do I get with that? If let's say I'm interested or not interested, what's the utility behind the
Mhm.
token that I get? And well, I guess I should start. Okay, I know where you are. Um, how can I get a token at this point?
You can still mint. They are still available to mint. We have not sold out. We You can mint at NFDaddY's.io. There are a few on secondary, but they're above mint. So I would just go mint one.
Okay,
Yeah, and they're 0.07 plus gas. And we're constantly doing other things. So part of the utility is you get access to future drops. That's first and foremost. So we've already done a couple holiday drops and some
yep,
wearable drops. Those are like just the kind of the icing on the cake. But the real utility, I think, right now is access to our level 200 courses inside of our blockchain web development courses. So we have a digital artist vertical, we have a Web3 developer vertical as well. And then we have the blockchain basics courses. So you get access to all three of those. And then, just as I said earlier, our goal is to launch 100 NFT community projects. So you're also going to have access to those projects earlier than even the pre-sale. And that's part of our contract with them is we are going to actually have tokens held back for our community, as well as you are automatically listed on the pre-sale list for those projects. So that's one of the bigger pieces of the puzzle is you always have access to any project that we are helping to launch.
perfect. So as
Oh,
as
and
some,
also
yeah,
too, you have access to our crypto voxels. So if you wanted to hold a party or anything like that, we have that ability for you to access the parcel and then have your own party there. So just to review some of the it's sort of five prongs of utility. You have access to future drops from NFDaddys. You have early access to any NFT drop that we do as community projects. You have access to our crypto voxels parcel. And then you also have access to the 200 level courses inside of our Web3 development workshops. And that's really what we're trying to do is create an alternative education of sorts for business to business or business to consumer, kind of to spit out ideas and those types of things.
so how many projects are you working on right now? Within,
Right now, we have two projects that we're currently working on. We launched two other projects at the end of last year. We've only been minted since October, so that'll be four projects within the first 6 months
wow,
of
great.
our establishment. So we're really excited about that development.
So in order for a business or somebody who's interested in these five utilities, they have to own your token.
Yes, and
Okay.
we offer a lot of free courses as well. So we offer a lot of intro courses, intro to all of these things that I'm talking about for free. So that's something that we are really adamant about. Not everything is behind a paywall. Just some of the advanced level courses are going to be behind a paywall because our guys are being taken away from other projects to be able to provide that service. So they're happy to do the free ones, but some of the other ones, they take a little bit more time. So there is a paywall, unfortunately.
Okay. And how do you get these companies or individuals to come to NFDaddys? What's your game plan there?
We've been reaching out in DMs. We've been reaching out to our community members to bring on other companies that they would like to see in the NFT space. And we just show them the value proposition of being in the crypto world and being inside of NFTs and crypto in general and the community that's involved there. Because, we truly believe in that ecosystem. Yeah, so just like the business to business model is really driven by our community and us reaching out directly And I'm sort of like I don't want to say visionary because I think that's whatever to say about yourself, but I really do see a lot of parallels in what we currently offer in with fiat money. I see it as really seamless transition into crypto as more and more of us go into crypto and we're investing in cryptocurrency. I just see a lot of opportunity for companies who are very forward looking to jump into it early and to start teams that are dedicated to it. And I think that's really the future of it is the social media teams as well as your crypto NFT teams. They're going to work together inside of your business. And if you're not already if you don't already have those people inside of your company, that will be a profession moving forward.
Mm. I totally agree with that. Um, I think our vision of what's going to happen is pretty similar. Are there companies or businesses that you will not touch?
No,
That so you're
other
whoever.
than let me say this: if it's not hurting anybody, I'm probably going to be into it because I
Okay.
truly believe that everybody should be able to. We're trying to democratize this information, so I'm not going to be a gatekeeper for now. If it's racist or if it's homophobic or any of those things, like I'm not into that. I'm not gonna support those. So that
Hmm.
does go against our values and norms inside of NFDaddY's, where we're very open, we're honest, we're a safe space where you can come and you can say what you need to say, and we'll treat you with kind candor, and all of those things. However, like I'm not going to turn you away because I disagree with what you're trying to accomplish if you're not any of those other things that I talked about.
Okay.
So like the project that we're working on right now, A Bug Travels Far, it's an LGBTQ children's book as an NFT. So like we're already in the gray area in terms of like what will you offer, and it's like yeah, I'll definitely go for that. That's
Okay.
equal opportunities.
Okay. And the future, let's say the next 2022, what's the goal for NF Daddies?
Our goal is to really continue to launch more NFT projects. We are also beta stages on some things on the Polygon network that we are nearly ready to announce. So it's super exciting. A lot of our collections inside of our ecosystem are Polygon because they're gasless, and we think
Mm.
that that is really the future is gasless, as well as being able to perform in the metaverse. I think is another big one that we're going to be focused on. So having artists being able to live perform inside of our crypto voxel, I think is going to be something of interest. And then building out that NFT Academy. Those are big goals of ours inside of there. So when we initially started, that was the best part about these guys. So the creation of the team happened inside of a clubhouse room in a mental health awareness room. And we just kind of connected. Marcos and I connected, and we were starting to create this project as a collaboration with everybody that was inside of that community, where each one of us was going to take a trait and then make a face. And we were going to call it the V Friends Well-Being or something like that, like the well-being crew, or I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was very much a collaboration effort. So Marcos and I were really the only ones that really took it seriously, and we created our traits, and we went through it, and it just fell through. Like there was no follow through on the other end. Like everybody was just super busy. It was over the summer. NFTs were crazy, but it introduced Marcos and I, and Marcos and I were introduced because of my podcast. I gave away NFTs for attendance at our podcast. So he received one of the NFTs, and that created him into the VIP group inside of our Discord. So he and I talked a lot because he was very active. And from there, we ended up in just a different mental well-being room and met Stephen Nunzi. And I was like, I didn't really know what Steven's background was. I just knew that he was super into mental health, and that was something that we were really focused on. Was we didn't know how the projects were going to focus on that, but we knew that we wanted to create something that focused on mental well-being. So we were sitting there and we started going through all of the processes of like, okay, well, what can you do? And we found out that Nunzi has like 20 something years experience standing up websites and creating web 2.0 protocols. So I was like, okay, well, there's that part. And then Marcos is a fantastically talented artist. He's been in the marketing and um, basically the marketing world for, I think he's over 15 years of experience inside the marketing world. Fantastic artist. He already had a project called Podos prior to the Open Sea that he was minting on OpenSea one by one by one because he didn't know Solidity. So I'm sitting there and we're like working through that. So Marcos is the artist, and then Steven's the Web2 developer, and then Marcos is like trying to learn Web3, and then so is Steven. And we're like, maybe we can just focus on what you guys are strong at, and I can go find somebody that's a Web3 developer, because we were having trouble figuring out how to get the Connect wallet onto our website. Like there was just no real good tutorial on how to
Yeah.
mint from your website. So I'm friends with Michael Keene, who's over at NFTcatcher.io. And I was looking through, I was an early adopter on his website, which basically just lists out all of the projects that are being launched. And so I'm looking through and I see like a little fire symbol beside this project called Big Bucks. And they were just like pixelated, wee little tiny deer. You know, they were buck, they were deer. So I get in there and I look at their website and I was like, holy crap, they have the Connect wallet. So I get into their Discord and I was like, hey, if it's okay with you guys, like I don't want to mint your project. It's nothing against your project. I'm like ETH poor right now, but I do want to understand how you guys went about connecting the wallet and doing all of those things on your website. Could you put me in touch with your developer? And they were super kind. They put me in touch with G, and G reached out to me immediately. And the funniest, like not the funniest, but the most ironic part about the whole thing is I reach out to him. He reaches back out to me in the midst of him packing to take his wife to the hospital to have their very first child.
Oh my.
That's how dedicated he is to this space and being able to grow. Like he's packing to go have his first child and still responding to me and being a part of our journey. So he became our Web3 developer, and he's launched over a dozen projects on his own. He's got Octopals, which is essentially teaching people how to be Solidity developers, and he's sharing that information with us as NFDaddY's as well. And he became our Web3 developer, and from there I was just kind of looking. I was in different Discords and things like that. I thought our team was pretty well established, and I was like, you know what, we could use another one of me running around, because I'm sort of the project manager of sorts, where I'm just putting the pieces together. I tell them I have no real skills other than like my mouth, and that. So I was like, I need another one of me running around in different Discords, because we still need, not only do we need to establish like our project and keep our wheels turning, but we need an ear to the ground to know what's going on elsewhere as well. Not only our community telling us, but somebody inside of our group telling us as well. So that's where I was in Fame Lady Squad, and I was asking them generally what they thought about different traits that we were thinking about putting on our NFDaddY's. Because I was like, what better place to go for fashion than Fame Lady Squad? Like they're literally fashion.
Yeah.
So I went in there, and funny enough, AWO, which I didn't know was a guy, I was asking them, I said, hey, would you want to come over and join our team? Just because like I knew based on the conversation we were having, whoever this person was on the other end was amazing. Like they just had such good answers. And come to find out, he was a dad too. And,
Okay.
came over and joined the team. So like right there, we had all of these dads, because Nunzi's a dad, Marcos is a dad, like we're all dads. So we bonded in that respect. And then with G being a brand new dad, it just sort of all came together really organically. But it was really started because we all had a focus on continuous growth, continuous evolution. That curiosity turned into conviction at some point over the summer into this NFT and crypto space. And we all see the future being one that more companies are going to need education. More companies are are going to need their teams to be educated and trained on how to run a project, how to run a Discord, how to run a Twitter. And we don't have millions and millions of followers. Heck, we don't even have 1,000 followers yet. But everybody that we've been in contact with and have worked with have been very happy with what's going on, or anything like that. But everybody that we have worked with have been very happy with the outcome. That we've launched on time, on budget, and the project we launched, they're not selling out, but at the same time they launched, and that's what we're after, is proving the concepts that we're talking about in theory, we're actually doing them.
A lot of people right now are in NFTs because they want financial gain. They're not looking at the real, let's say, real concept of what this really means from a business perspective. And a lot of people are looking for launches with 100,000 members on the Discord and everything. And for me, I would prefer to see a project start with 50, 20 members on the Discord and grow organically to 100,000.
Anything you want to finish with?
No, I'm glad that I was able to get in connection with you. Definitely being part of the VeeFriends family. All out here starting in one Discord, VeeFriends, at least I did, and here we are all trying to start our own ventures and really working together and collaborating. I'd be interested in doing another follow-up in the future to see how NFDaddY's progresses in 2022. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ron, so much. Have a good one.
All right. Anybody wants to get in on NFDaddY's, feel free, go over NFDaddY's.io, NFDaddY's.com, and click on the links, and we will see you in the Discord or on Twitter. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the journey.
See ya.
Take care.
So there you have it. What do you think? Do you think this is the future of NFTs? Please leave a comment below. If you like these reviews or you want to see something else, let me know. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. This Thursday or Friday, I'll let you know on Twitter, my Twitter account. I'm going to be doing another top NFT battles live on Twitch, so you want to make it for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. New characters are showing up based on the research that I pulled so far, and I think it's going to be exciting, and I hope you make it. And if you haven't seen already, Ethereum's down low, so if you want to get in on the NFT battles and start participating in the, let's say, the battles and win some Ethereum, go purchase that NFT. I'll put the link down below. But other than that, I will see you soon.